Now for reference, the bucket that I took a picture of earlier held 44 cubic yards. This bucket, or dipper, on Big Brutus held 90 cubic yards of overburden, which was approximately 135 to 150 tons of material. Big Brutus did not dig any coal. It only removed the overburden. There are 4 of these crawlers on Big Brutus. These crawlers propelled the shovel along the pit floor at a maximum of 0.22 miles per hour. Each pad weighs 2,008 pounds. The gearbox holds 2,200 gallons of oil. Each crawler was propelled by a 300 horsepower AC electric motor. Okay, each pad. Okay, see? That's a pad, that's a pad, that's a pad. Each pad weighs 2,008 pounds. And there's 4 of these crawlers, and the crawlers are too wide. Ridiculous. These steering arms were used to turn the crawlers. The 2 front and 2 rear arms operated independent of each other. These are the front ones. And then here's the rear arms. There are 4 42-inch diameter hydraulic jacks, 1 on each crawler. These jacks were used to keep the machine level on the uneven pit floor and also to allow the machine to be raised another 5 1/2 feet. This is the control panel used by the groundsman. His job was to move the shovel whenever the operator signaled him to do so. He also had to ensure that the pit floor was clean and level before moving the machine. This cable reel was used to store the power cable. There was a reel on each end of the machine. When one ran out, then power was switched over to the other one and the empty reel was rewound. The roller circle. Everything from here on up is supported on this roller circle. There are 90 16-inch diameter rollers in the circle. The circle is 45 feet in diameter. This allowed the house to rotate 360 degrees. Motor generator platforms. These platforms were where the 2 3,500 horsepower synchronous AC motors and 13 DC generators were located. The AC motors ran the generators. Each generator was responsible for controlling one of the 13 DC motors inside the house. This control panel was used to operate the 2 3,500 horsepower AC alternating current motors. The oiler operated the oil pumps from this position. He was responsible for monitoring all of the lubrication on the machine. He had to roam all over the shovel to ensure that each area was receiving the proper lubrication. And now on this, the oiler was one of the 3 men. Three it took to operate Big Brutus. 3 men ran this whole thing, and this was one of them stationed. Another one was the cable reel operator down there, I guess. I don't know. This is the maintenance bay. There is a small hoist located here that was used to raise oil drums, etc. into the main house. There are 3 of these swing gear assemblies used to rotate or swing the house. Each gear assembly was operated by a 750 horsepower DC electric motor. This brake room was used as a brake room for the crew. It was the only area on the shovel that's air conditioned. And still is. This is the operator's cab. This is where the operator worked. He was the person in charge of operating the crew. Sorry? His job was to do the actual digging. He could swing the whole house from these foot pedals. Boom is closed. Keep out. However, the boom is 150 feet long. It's 160 feet from the ground to the point sheave at the top of the boom. And I wish I could go out there and show it to you, but I'll catch a video at the end. These are the crowd gears. The crowd assembly is the mechanism used to operate the bucket, the dipper. The dipper stick is 88 feet long and could be extended to dump the load 150 feet away and up to 101 feet high. This elevator was the only way into the house when Brutus was in operation. It's inoperative now because of the lack of 3-phase power to the shovel. The house rotates around the elevator, which is stationary. This is the main hoist. The main hoist was operated by 8 500 horsepower direct current electric motors. There's 800 feet of wire rope attached on each side. The cable weighs approximately 25 pounds a foot. The main barrel and attached gears weigh a total of 93 1/2 tons. Dear sweet Jesus. Below the floor where I'm standing is where the ballast tanks are located. There was 1.7 million pounds of ballast weight below. This was to counter the weight of a full bucket when it was digging. The hand tools displayed on the green boards were used in the deep underground shaft mines in the area. The coal mining industry in this area was initially established by the deep shaft miners who migrated here around the turn of the century. The large crane or hoist above your head was used to lift the heavy motors, generators, etc. into the house. The large doors opened up to provide access to the interior of the house. What large doors? I wonder what large doors. I don't see. Are those are large doors right there. That is a large door. This transformer room is where the power was brought into the shovel. It was distributed from here to various points throughout the machine. The incoming cable carried 7,200 volts of 3-phase alternating current.